Good afternoon, everyone. It is September 15th, and today I wanted to discuss the number one mistake most people make when they plant a tree. Off to my left here, I have a needle palm that I picked up on clearance from Lowe's, and this is a cold-hardy needle palm. A little fun fact about this plant is it is the most cold-hardy known palm in the world. It can briefly survive temperatures below zero once it gets established. So if you live in coastal areas of the mid-Atlantic, or maybe even New England, if you're in mild microclimates, you may be able to grow this palm once you get it established. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this palm out of the bucket, and I want to show you something very important. Here is the tree pulled out of its container. Luckily, the palm has not yet exceeded the capacity of the container. But if you've ever planted a tree before and you've seen a tree that is too large for the container it's in, the tree will start to get root bound. And when that tree becomes root bound, the roots will start spiraling across the root ball, and it will start to choke itself out because it can't grow out of the container that it calls its home. This problem is not unique to containers, because when you plant a tree, you disturb the earth. When you dig the hole, the earth that you plant the tree in will be naturally looser than the dirt around it. This is especially exacerbated when you live in an area with heavy clay soil. If you have heavy soil, the hole that you dig for your tree, the roots will much more easily traverse that hole than they will the surrounding soil around it. In front of us, we have two different types of shovels. The shovel on the left is called a digging shovel. This is the most common shovel that people own. The shovel on the right is a square shovel. Typically, people that plant a tree will use the shovel on the left, a digging shovel. And this creates a problem because the hole that you dig with a digging shovel is naturally round. Essentially, what you are doing is you are building a round container for your plant when you put it in the ground. So the roots will take the path of least resistance, and if you have very firm ground around the hole that you dug, your plant is liable to grow its roots in a circular pattern just like it was stuck in a container. This can create a problem for your tree, especially when it's young and its roots are not large and vigorous enough to punch holes through the harder dirt around the hole that you've dug, and it can stunt its growth. Luckily, there is a simple solution to this problem. All you have to do is dig a square hole with a square shovel. When the hole has 90-degree corners and straight sides, the roots are forced to grow in all different directions when young, instead of naturally wanting to bind up and grow circularly as if it were root bound in a container. So get your young tree off on the right foot by digging a square hole and encouraging the young roots to grow in all directions instead of circularly like they naturally may if you would have dug a round hole. Everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for future updates and more videos like these. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again next time.